Have you ever noticed something strange when you try to speak English? Someone asks you a simple question, "Where are you from?" And inside your head, everything becomes slow. First, you hear the question in English, then your brain translates it into your language. Then you think of an answer in your language. Then you try to translate the answer back into English. By the time you are ready to speak, the moment is already gone. The other person is waiting, and you feel pressure. This happens to millions of English learners. And the problem is not your vocabulary. It's not your grammar either. The real problem is translation. When you translate every sentence in your head, speaking becomes very slow. Imagine if you had to translate every text message before sending it. It would take forever, right? Speaking English works the same way. If you want to speak naturally, you need to stop translating and start thinking in English. But how do you do that? Here is a simple trick. Instead of learning single words, learn small phrases. For example, don't just learn the word hungry. Learn the phrase, "I'm hungry," or even better, "I'm really hungry right now." When you learn phrases, your brain stores them like ready-made sentences. So when you want to speak, you don't need to translate anything. The phrase just comes out naturally. Here's another simple practice. Talk to yourself during the day. Yes, it sounds a little funny, but it works. When you wake up, say, "I need coffee." When you leave the house, say, "I'm going to work." When you feel tired, say, "I need a break." Small sentences, real-life moments. This trains your brain to connect English directly with your thoughts. No translation needed. At first, it might feel slow. That's normal. Your brain is learning a new habit. But after some time, something amazing happens. You start answering questions faster, words come to your mind more easily, and conversations feel more natural. So remember this simple lesson. Fluent speakers don't translate every sentence. They think in English. And the best way to get there is simple. Listen a lot, learn useful phrases, and use English in your daily life. Little by little, your brain will stop translating. And one day you'll notice something surprising. You're not translating anymore. You're just speaking.